Here we lie. How long will tragedy order our lives? How long will we listen to this cry before we take a stand? Here we lie. How long will we waste precious time? You see, our youth is passing by. What have we done for our land? Now won't you look before your eyes and beyond your mind? This is a call to rise and take your place. I want a country where my dreams are safe and nothing can stop me. A land where peace and love abound in every heart. Let that be our language, let that be our song, that we will rise and see the beauty in this land where we belong. Huku ni home, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. Huku ni home, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. Now won't you look before your eyes and beyond your mind? This is a call to rise and take your place. Won't you look before your eyes, beyond your mind? This is a call to rise and to take your place. Oh, won't you look before your eyes and beyond your mind? This is a call to rise and take your place. I want a country where my dreams are safe and nothing can stop me. A land where peace and love abound in every heart. Let that be our language, let that be our song, that we will rise and see the beauty in this land where we belong. Huku ni home, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. Huku ni home, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani.
You better sing.
Ladies, this is sounding wonderful. This is this is. Say it now, Hukune. This is nyumbani. One more time, yeah. See, home is what we make it, so let's be sure not to break it. See, if I wanna love this land, then I'm gonna have to stand and be the change I want to see. Then in the end we'll see that we could have a home that's good for you and me. Hokoni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. Hokoni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. Huku ni home, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani. Sing with me, huku ni home, oh yeah, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani. Oh, oh, huku ni home. Hey, one more time, huku ni home, ni home. This is nyumbani, nyumbani, nyumbani. It's home, 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 home.
You gotta sing.
Thank you, ladies.
Come on
Wow, better
now.
sing.
Oh. Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa Oduor-Noah, and today is International Women's Day. Ooh. Turn to your neighbor and say, "Girl, you look good." If you next to, "Girl, you look good." Girl. All of you look good. I have the pleasure of being the host on this wonderful journey through music by these amazing women that I'm surrounded by today. And the global theme for this International Women's Day is breaking the bias, where we're celebrating a world where difference is valued and celebrated. I'd like to mention our partners. First up, we have UN Women. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for believing in us and being a partner with us. We'd also like to celebrate Safaricom. Remember how they used to say the better option? What is it now? Simple?
Simple, transparent,
Eh?
honest.
For you. For you. And then, there's some plumage around here. It's not just sunflowers, we're also blooming, looking cute, looking gorgeous. Can you look at these lovely ladies in these gorgeous colors? The girls observe. Big shout out to Bloom Kenya. We thank you so much for dressing us in these dapper, gorgeous clothes, Thank you so much. I'd like to invite this songstress to tell us about her song.
All right, my name is Kendi, Nkonge Mohol, and yeah, Nyumbani really was a song I wrote a long time ago. Since I was young, I've always been passionate about the environment, and just passionate about helping people understand what nature means to all of us. But now today, as women, and we're talking about that aspect of gender equality when it comes to climate change.
Right.
We need people to understand that women have been the natural stewards of natural resources.
Come on now, tell 'em.
right? So women are the ones who have that burden of being able to find these resources, being able to adapt to how these resources are moving as the world is moving. And we're just saying today that also when these resources are affected, women are also affected, right?
Absolutely. And that ties in beautifully into the UN Women's theme, which is gender equality today for a sustainable future tomorrow. Bouncing off what you've talked about, women are the backbone of communities, They're the ones who raise the children, not to devalue the role of men, but a lot of the time, it's your aunties, your mothers, they're the ones who surrounded you. Bouncing off the point about climate change and just gender inequality, there's research that has been done that states that women are the ones who actually are directly disadvantaged the most when things happen around the world, especially concerning climate change. One of the biggest disadvantages is less access to human rights, When things get thick in the country, when things get thick.
That's how big
Come on, but also I'm thinking on my feet. So we're going as we go. So when things get thick, the people who get impacted first are the women and children. And usually women, girls, we're more vulnerable to human trafficking, more vulnerable to child marriage as well, because now guys are like, what do we do? The quickest way out is now banking on the weakest in society, Other things like lack of resources, you find that it's the women who go in search for fuels, who go long distances in search for water, I think there was something about Senegal, women in Senegal going really long distances to look for water to feed their community. Also, when you think about displacement due to natural disasters, the people who tend to be hardest hit, who have to move also when they're going to refugee camps, are women and children. And things like poor healthcare now come in, So you have high maternal death rates, which begin to impact us as well, And it's saddening. unfortunately, the burden still rests on us, at the same time, not just us as creatives. I mean, even right now, looking at the news, with war going on, look at the trains. They're really trying to get women and children out first because they know, apart from the men serving in the army, it's them who'll be hardest hit, They're the ones who are going to be left at home. They're the ones who will have to now fend for themselves as well, now that even they're not home. But circling back now to someone who was incredible in championing climate change and fighting for our forests in Kenya. That should be the biggest hint. We have a giveaway for 1,500 shillings or 1,500 shillings of airtime. If you can tell me, drumroll please, which famous environmental activist was also known as Mama Trees? If you know, first person in the comments down below, tell us. There's credit waiting for you.
Find you.
Quickly.
Come on, quickly. Fast, come faster.
Typing by now.
Faster. Yeah, thank you.
Look, somebody has sent.
See, it's over. Kwisha, finished. For you, it's for you from Safaricom. So I'd like to segue to inviting my dear friend to tell us a bit about her song.
Every time I sing the song, it takes on an entirely new meaning and perspective. And for today, which is International Women's Day, it reminds me of the fact that women tend to make ourselves smaller, tend to make ourselves softer. We tend to lead ourselves into having softer boundaries, into dimming our lights so that we can be accepted and loved in spaces where we really should be able to be ourselves to receive that love anyway.
Absolutely, Bob.
So with this song, I hope that you hear that you are able to dream and be ambitious and be curious and be loud and aggressive and still be receiving of all the love and all the softness and tenderness and jewels and adornment that you do deserve.
Come on.
So this is I Hope. I hope that you start to feel the sunshine in your cracks. That you start to heal with all the starlight in your heart. Sing it with me. For you deserve a brand new love. You deserve the sky up above. You do. That you start to live the dreams inside your soul. I hope you run with the wind and find your wings up where you go. And
You deserve jewels and gold.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do. And someday, somewhere out there is your brand new start. Is your brand new start. Where the pages are all blank and the story is yours to tell. Hope that you start to dance to the music in your bones. I hope when you close your eyes, you hear that you deserve a breath. deserve not one, not two, not three. You do, yes you do, yes you do. Wonderful Njoki Karu.
Thank you.
But Barbara, you did tell us who you
are. Oh. My name is Barbara. My name is Barbara Wangui, and that is, I hope, a song off of my first ever EP called Shorts. Yeah. We go back to Njoki, who is one of my favorite songwriters to ever exist in the whole world.
It's all our favorite.
You're one of my favorite songwriters. That song I wrote for her in my dreams. Then, somehow she picked it up. I don't know from where, but...
You know what? She did text me that line that inspired
everyone. Yeah, we're just coming to
But I did the same thing to her song Holds.
See?
So...
Hold on. Before we go too far, Njoki.
Hi, my name is Njoki Karu.
Hi, Njoki.
Hi, Njoki.
Hi, Masi. And this is Mawio. Fata, wendo wajua, kunapokucha. Fata, mwendo wa jua kunapokucha na kutakucha. Kwa giza tarajia fata mwezi kwa giza tumainia Zama Mawio.
Come on now. Yes. Come on.
The power.
You must shine.
Oh, yeah, daylight.
Wow.
We hope for daylight. We look to daylight.
I do.
So we stay tuned for our next message from UN Women.
My mother gave birth to me smiling. There was air for the newborn. Trees danced to the sound of my little giggles and the birds came singing. Look, there's a newborn, a new heir to our land, and the wind brought good news from the mountains, and the land gave birth to our daily bread. We broke bread daily, and the rivers brought water from the great Nile. Our water tasted like the promised land you could drink and feel at home at night. My grandmother would make these little fires and told us stories of how we can become something kind for our people. Our people were beautiful. Their skin remembered how the rain tasted like, but now there is no ground to walk on. For some reasons, the sun is angry at us. The wind stopped singing my favorite songs. Sometimes it sings too loud. The mountains speak in fire, fire, danger, run. It's the women and children's lives that are on fire, in danger, run. The trees aren't happy anymore. They are just standing there watching their mothers die. I'm scared to give birth to my mother's grandchild. What air will she breathe? What ground will she walk on? There will be no ground to walk on anymore. What if we don't do it? I mean, it's easier to look the other way and pretend it doesn't exist. This is just another problem. It will go away. It doesn't have to stay this way. Maybe we forgot the unconditional love this land has given us, protected us, fed the ungrateful, us fearless, careless, and kind we became. Go ahead, scramble this little marble of ours. We'll find another one, a new one, maybe the unbroken one. Go on, cut every hope to humanity, pollute every corner. It's not because it doesn't like us, it's because we don't want it. Here, you can have it. Let that wind come and wash us away. We don't want us anyway. Please stop it. A call for action is not a call for permission. Some challenges have better options, but this one here is our only option. It's an emergency, for God's sake. Do something. Do it now. It's the little things that count. Counting on you to take responsibility. Ability to see no one is coming. No one is coming to clean and protect our planet. Wildlife and forests, water and waterfalls, that ice on Mountain Kilimanjaro, our big five in Ngorongoro, our seas and oceans. This air will be so clean your lungs will start singing and dancing and wishing you a happy and long, long life. What if we all do it? Let's support women across the world who have been trying to protect this planet. I heard if we speak to women in this movement, women will teach this planet how to love and forgive and bear children. If we involve women, if women are involved, maybe then we'll have something kind to work on.
still I'll be waiting. Your salvation is a nearing. I need to anything shepherd of my soul. Is there resting for the weary and the worrisome? Here in your arms I am secure. I need no money, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord.
I don't know about you guys at home, but me, I'm crying.
Hey, do my best here.
Wow.
Classic.
It's like an exhale.
Listen,
Correct.
that
Wow.
thank you, my friend.
Yeah, that's it.
And the funny thing is, it was written in COVID, and it brought me comfort. Comfort that I very much needed. Linga linga means hush, hush, my child. And sometimes you need to talk to yourself. You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
you need to talk to yourself
Gently.
very gently, tenderly. Yeah, comfort is coming. Now, we're gonna change the pace a little bit, and I wanna jog your memory a little bit, girls. Okay. First of all, I wanna see just by the intro. Those of you at home, if this intro played, will you know what song this is? It's going to date us, unfortunately. Kuna mtu earlier, somebody said carbon dating. Now, I would like to collect you, eh? Just
correct your
see
mistake.
yourself out. You know, when the teacher says, see me,
your
see
mistake.
me.
In red.
You know, when the math teacher would hand you the paper like this,
Folded.
I'm seeing you. I'm giving you the paper. See me. Eh? Tindi, can you help me with this intro? All right. Is that a bass? If you know it, Right.
Comments.
In the comments. I need to see you.
Money for you.
Exactly. Some money around the tune of 1,500. Some more credit for you. Go and talk to your sweet something. In fact, this song by this lady, that's what she was trying to say. She said, Sakukuga satipega. Sakukuga satipega. Sakukuga satipega. Sakukuga satipega. If you know it,
right there.
Immediate. First of all, that's the right thing. If you know this song, first of all, prepare yourself for the that thing in the video.
There's a leg. There's a leg.
This one.
And the uniform
somewhere.
This one. Yeah, right, left. Here we go. Alright, now if you're from the area code, we're coming back to the east. Tumenda, we've gone south, now we've come to the center, now we're going back to the east there. If you are a child for Coca-Cola pop stars,
Ready.
take
Present.
a position in the living room.
Present.
Right now, okay?
In the house.
Present.
Hey, wait.
Opposite in the house.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
maybe not. Here we go. Nacheza na tugu, mimi nacheza
nahitaji taji la kuwa na wewe, nikubali nikuweke mo. One more time, nacheza na tuku, aha, pia nachozoa nachitaji hitaji la kuwa na wewe, nikubali nikuweke. Can you order the action? Hitaji la aha, pia nachozoa nahitaji hitaji la kuwa na wewe, nikubali nikuweke moyoni. Hitaji la kuwa. One more time. Aha, ninaijaza nahitaji hitaji la kuwa na wewe, nikubali nikuweke mo. Said I know come this life to suffer. If I follow politicians, you go hear I'm for paper, then go call on prostitution. But who don't like enjoyment? If money there for pocket, should be the national budget. You, we go blow like trumpet. Hey, koroba, 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 koroba. Hey, oh yeah, carry on, say koroba, 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 koroba. Oh yeah, carry on, oh yeah, carry on. Hey, it's too soon. In that medley, there were a couple of great women, and we're going to reference some more later. The first song was
Pata pata.
Come on, there we go. Pata Pata by Auntie Miriam Makeba.
Auntie.
Come on, Auntie. You know. And then our little dance-a-thon happened with another great who, I think all her jams were like dance for sweating. Yeah. Brenda Fassie. That was Vulindlela by Brenda Fassie. And then we went to Lingaland. One of my favorites. And here, there's some more money to be won. Personally, I would like to say, if I were you, collect the credit. Collect it. Put it in your who don't like enjoyment with a lot of credit?
Pick
Okay?
it.
Call somebody. Okay? So, here's my question. 1,500, this feels like who's smarter now. For 1,500 shillings, Regina Ray, holla at you. For 1,500 shillings, who can guess the name of the lead singer in the group Makoma? The song was called Butu na Moi, okay? But I'm sure all of you sang the wrong lyrics.
Didn't we all? In fact, I was seeing them right for the first time here today. I saw them right.
You sing the last bar.
That's what it sounded
It's
like.
like saying emotion.
Exactly.
So, friends, what is the name of the lead singer in Makoma? That the lady who sang that part. I'm sure because all of you did that ad lib for leave us so, that lady. The ole, okay? And then we have another one. My sister Njoki, can you help me?
Yeah. So who? Are you listening?
Do you need a drum roll?
Unasikiza?
drum roll?
Amusikizi nyinyi.
Mimi nasikiza.
Ninaona nyumbani
Need a drum roll?
amusikizi.
Need a
Yeah,
drum
give me a drum roll. Give me one, please, so that it gives you attention. Sawa. Who was the first woman to win a Grammy?
Oh my goodness, what a nice question.
Right?
You don't know.
You don't know.
Airtime.
You.
May have already
You
wanted my answer.
Are you seeing her? Look right in her face.
Look,
You.
there is airtime.
Yeah.
Who is the first
Collect
woman?
it. Collect it, please.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
Now, let me make it a little harder. And up the stakes a bit. For 2,000 shillings.
Can I answer me?
No,
can't.
sister. But we're postpaid. First of all, you're out, okay?
I need a phone. I need a
You-
phone.
the people who buy bundles, you're going to buy this credit and then so you can buy bundles. No, we don't know. But if you can answer me, who is the first African woman, first African woman to win a Grammy?
So there's first woman and first
African woman. The people who get this.
Type
Correct.
quickly.
Utashinda
DM me, I
money.
tell you. Credits, flip them.
Njoki sasa, enemy of progress. Why you telling them the answer? In fact, please, if you see them commenting, just say, just mute. Mute all of us if you ever see us commenting. Please. I think one of the coolest things about singing those songs is seeing the women who've gone ahead of us, especially being in this era. I think ours is like especially prime 90s era.
Yep.
I can't imagine what these women were going through, sis. Like, imagine being Miriam and then there's apartheid, then there's still racism, and she moved to the US, And I can't imagine, like, even just looking for collabos or finding a label to actually back your music.
Aye, man, even Brenda Fassie, and then we've not even talked about in the house, you know, and like imagine what they were up against at the time. I can't imagine what that would have looked like, especially being in the space we're in now, where we can even do things like this, right? You know, freely, you know, if we wanted.
True.
I'd like to ask, I guess, for you guys, who's a woman who inspires you and how?
In music or generally in life?
Generally, you can actually let's try it in music and in life.
Okay.
I think for me, actually, it's just in life, it's Wangari Maathai. Yeah, she's just one of those people I find who she stood her ground.
Right.
She stood for what she believed in, and especially she stood for what she knew was right. Which nowadays it's a hard thing to do, you know, because first of all you'll be cancelled.
Immediate.
Yeah.
For differing opinions.
Yeah, for differing opinions. But then, how much more then in the early 2000s? You know, where first of all the environment. Yeah. What is the environment?
Yeah, and then you, as a woman,
As
you're
a
chaining yourself to
woman.
a tree.
Mhm.
How?
What are these things that you're doing? So I really, really like her philosophies and how for her main thing was do what you can with what you have. And I find especially for us as we are in this space, you know, we are not at wealthy, we don't have much of what financially we don't have as many resources as other people may have, yet. But we have something.
Absolutely.
Yes. And we can harness that thing for social change and for good.
Yes.
I'd probably say in music, and it has to be June Gashui for me.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just seeing so much greatness harnessed in one body of a woman.
Right.
Seeing just her heart for what she does. One thing that really stands out about her for me is her excellence in
Everything she does.
single detail.
Absolutely.
You know, every single detail. She will not leave any stone unturned,
Absolutely.
and she'll still be excellent at it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And also how she paves ways for
The rest of us.
which is
Right.
what she's done, pretty much.
I think it's also a stellar thing when everyone in a room can agree, not only your character and your work stand out, you know, that you're like an emblem for what we want to and aspire to be, you know, not just for ourselves, but even to those who will be looking at us, you know. I'd also like to ask, what do you guys think are the things like pressures and expectations that we have as women in the industry, in the entertainment industry, not just in music, you know? Because in as much as we might be performing, there's business and there's other sides in the creative arts. But what do you think? What do you think?
I'd like to answer that one.
Yes, please.
So lately I've not been on the performance side of music.
Right.
I've been on the back end of music, and I've been privileged to work in teams that are not just Kenyan. So first of all, women are so rare in the behind
The scenes.
scenes side.
Right.
And that's crazy because if Miriam and, you know, Brenda Fassie
Right.
were doing things then, you'd think we'd have, you know, more access now.
Right.
And it's normally, even when the artists are coming for their sound checks or something, they're very surprised to see,
Women are
hi.
more.
Yeah, and I
know.
don't know what that's about yet. But one thing I've seen is that because we are that few, we don't get the same level of mistakes time. You need to come finished to the game.
Yeah.
And there is a boy or a guy intern who has forgotten a cable somewhere, and there's nothing wrong. We should be able to do the same. And I think that's just what it takes to be a woman in the business, is you have to show up correct already.
Right.
There's no room for your mistakes or whatever. So if you see a female sound guy, if she does a bad show, it's not the same as a male sound guy, because, you know what I mean, he has more mess up time.
Right.
And I guess that's the whole idea of dimming and shrinking and whatever, because and it's very hard to always come correct. You know, we need room to mess up so we can grow.
So I want to take a poll in this room. Have any of you had like even an inappropriate encounter or like the comment that was just made, you know, and you expected to brush it off and continue, like in your performance, backstage, like someone comes and says, "Okay, where's the real band?" You know what I mean? So like in the room, how many? Like I think all of us, right? Every person.
Is the real
I remember
band?
even we showed up for a certain project and the guy walked straight to the dude, not knowing I'm the one in charge. And I was like, that's so interesting. Like you instantly assume maybe my value isn't as
As high.
you know, maybe because it's like, the guy must be handling things, you know.
That's happened. Sorry. Yes. Go ahead. I just
Sorry.
resonated so much. My God.
The number of times that they assume you're not the mind behind the work.
That's it.
Lord. And artists are amazing. The people who are able to stand up and perform, that is a skill beyond, right? But many times they will assume that the woman is the one that's going to be singing, or you know, the nice face, but then
the nice dress,
right, with a nice dress. And I'm like, I'm gonna have the nice face and the nice dress, but I also put the mind behind all this work.
And
that
I
has
fold
happened.
wires,
Right?
And I fold
wires,
and
right? And I can produce, and I can write my own music.
Exactly.
I can. There's so many things that I don't know.
And it's so unfortunate. But like speaking about someone like June, who literally every single person in this room can vouch for her, you know. And it's personally, I can already say, everyone here that I'm sitting with has vouched for me, has supported me, has opened doors for me, you know,
just
like
as you have.
Thank you. But like, who are the other women, you know, apart from June, who we've all agreed upon, and even ourselves, which guys, this is like a rarity, you know. There's no drama, there's no beef. Hello, because the other thing is, why does it have to be
Olive? Is it a good time to say I love Olive?
It's a great time to say that Olive.
More female dramas. Okay. But yeah, like, who are other women, you know? Doesn't have to be Kenyan. Yeah.
Oh, that opens up
a plethora.
Yeah.
I would like to actually shout out Nechesa. I met Nechesa when I was 18. Oh my goodness.
Deep.
And there's so much that your mind and musicality has seeped into who I am as a musician. I know it's not just me, not just in this room, but you have been a huge influence in just my ideas of music and life and being a person.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of, it reminds me of when I had my first gig. And it just showed up backstage and she was like, okay, things need to move. I don't even know if you remember. You know, she's there, makeup artist. What's happening?
Yeah.
Which color is supposed to be on the eyes?
And nobody hired me. I just showed up.
But even just speaking as your friends, if you can take this moment to honor you show up for your people. Allow.
Yeah.
You show up for your people.
Oh, thank you, guys.
And I don't think any one of us can. We don't know how to accurately express how that showing up, like, buffs us up. You know. Yeah. Thank you.
Big time.
Honor appreciate your friends, people.
Appreciate
Tell your people you love them.
Right.
We love you. Also, shout out to Whitney Wanderi.
Really?
Madam wa in mic.
Yeah, Whitney
Everything
is the
you're
brain
seeing
behind
here.
the mic.
Exactly.
Exactly.
The brain, organizer, and the heart. Okay? And Elsie Somi.
Come on, baby.
We're shouting you out, guys. You guys are marvelous women. And imagine we're starting with this much. What will you do when people are willing to offer you so much more, you know? And I guess I'd ask, what do you think needs to change? You know, for sure, I think one thing we can say is how we need to participate more, you know? I don't know, not just in showing up for each other in our gigs, you know, but even outside of that, you know, championing one another, you know? The same way, at least for me, I can say when the album came out, all of these guys kept pushing stuff, you know, and even people who might not necessarily even have been heard, you know, ever. For instance, I'm gonna shamelessly plug Kasiva's dropping an EP soon, you know, and people are working on projects this year. Njoki is working on a project this year, you know, and all of us in different ways, wherever you see us, push. Kindness costs you nothing.
That one, we need a t-shirt.
Kindness costs you nothing. And
Kindness
and supporting one another.
Name a few children after kindness owes you nothing. Do things.
And you know, I have to take this moment to shout out Safaricom. You know, they're one of the few companies in Kenya who are trying to even achieve the 50-50 gender equality policy, you know, in their company. They also have policies that allow women in Kenya to thrive in their companies. You know, they have built lactation centers within the Safaricom offices. They've also given, I think, 4-month maternity leave as well, and more flexi hours.
Are you hiring?
Listen,
She's green.
Just change the shape.
hello,
She's
ready.
cables.
She's ready. You know. Anyway, we're gonna segue into a medley of women who, some old, some new, some who are changing the world musically. Outside there, you know, for instance, one of the people we're gonna reference is Laura Mvula. She's a composer and a singer. Incredible mind musically, you know. Angelique Kidjo. I mean, how many of you just go, girl? Immediately go, girl.
Right.
Immediately, you know. And guys like India Rihu, Foundations of Neo Soul. Different people like that. So, girls, let's go.
Let's go.
To this truth, you are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy, yeah. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of life. Worthy of saying no when something don't feel right. This is a song for you, for all the ups and downs that life will put you through. So listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you, and every one of us is worthy, yeah. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Said baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, every one of us is worthy. Yeah. Every one of us is worthy. Said every one of us is worthy. 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 You are too, you are too. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Said
I know you know this one.
baskona lingashone mini yatemu yabona sofela konempini gege baskona lingashone pini 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 yatemu yabona sofela konempini gege baskona lingashone pini. We gotta remind you, 'cause you're worth it, baby. 'Cause you're worth it, yeah. Say, it's the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you do your thing, girl. You're a phenomenal woman. It's your style so unique, your demeanor so chic. Say, you're a phenomenal woman. It's the essence of a woman, such a blessing. Understand that you're a phenomenal woman. It's in your arms, in your hips, in your step, it's on your lips, girl. You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. Yeah. You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. You're a phenomenal girl. Yeah. You're a phenomenal woman. All around you. You're a phenomenal girl. You are. You're a phenomenal woman. Yeah. You're a phenomenal girl. You are. You're a phenomenal woman. All my sisters and my mothers. You're a phenomenal girl. Yes, you are. You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. You're a phenomenal girl. Been a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal woman. I hope you know today that you're a phenomenal girl. Say, you're a phenomenal woman. Say, da, 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 da. Come on, Ivy. Tell them. Please keep that going, ma.
And I mean,
You're a phenomenal girl.
you're a phenomenal.
You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. You are. You're a phenomenal woman. You're a phenomenal girl. Sing. You're a phenomenal woman. Sing. You're a phenomenal girl. Sing, Baba.
You're a phenomenal woman.
Hey, sister, she
Sit in
said,
it. Come on.
phenomenal.
Sit in it.
Tear it up. All right.
I mean, please don't even stop that. Keep going, man. Keep going. You can see we're all in our fields, and I think this is the perfect segue. Like, that song is by Fena.
Shout out,
She wrote
Fena.
a song called Phenomenal Woman, Phenomenal Girl. And I think sometimes as women, we get trapped in the roles that we play, you know? We think of, you get married or you have a child and tell Mama Nani, Nani's wife, you know, who are you? And then also, exactly, someone's sister, any role that we play, we tend to sometimes fade into the background. What Barbara was talking about, dimming ourselves, you know? And I think maybe the bigger conversation is about learning how to love ourselves first and learning to love ourselves in those as ourselves before we even enter those roles, and defining those roles and how we behave or act or how we want to fit in them. Exactly, Barbara. And even the song that's coming next, like Njoki, I think it's a perfect way to describe that, you know?
Yeah, I like what you said about learning how to love ourselves before we even enter those roles. There's something, I was listening to someone called Jordan Peterson, and he was saying how misplaced the meaning is in society, because we are told when you feel good about yourself now, then your self-esteem should be up. Yeah. But he says good self-esteem is feeling good about who you could possibly be.
Wow.
And I feel then that gives you so much more room and so much more grace for yourself, for where you find yourself and for where you could be, because it means you have something to hope for.
Come on.
And I feel this song, when I wrote this song, it's just one of those songs for understanding that I won't always be okay,
Right.
but giving myself grace and being like, imagine maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll feel like a star. And that's going to be an amazing day.
And it's enough.
And it's enough. And having to learn how to be enough in whatever space you find yourself, you know. And I think COVID really taught us that. Just learning how to be enough now.
Right.
Not tomorrow, but now. And just being like, I know what I can be tomorrow, but I'm enough now.
Exactly.
So Holds is that song for me. It's one of those healing songs.
Exactly. That's it.
For me. Yeah, I
And
don't
it's
know.
an anthem for all
strange.
of us, you know, because you remind us to be where our feet are and to be enough for where my feet are is enough for me.
Yeah.
Who I am is enough for me, you know, holes and all.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Holes, holes through the curtains, holes, holes through my heart. Then I patch them up. These holes, holes in the curtains, holes, holes in my heart. Then I paint them black. Now they won't let the light in. See, I got lost in translation. In between the lines, no one can read it. I broke myself in the places I didn't ever think born could be. And maybe someday I'll be enough, not for anyone other than me. Oh, maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. Holes, holes in the silence, holes, holes in the chaos. How should I fix them up when I see holes? Right, holes in my wisdom, holes, holes in my knowledge. How do I see the way when my eyes just won't open? See, I get lost in translation. In between the lines, no one can read. I break myself in the places I didn't ever think born could be. And maybe someday I'll be enough, not for anyone other than me. Oh, maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. I still get lost in translation. In between the lines, no one can read. And I still break myself in the places I didn't ever think one could be. And maybe someday I'll be enough, not for anyone other than me. Oh, maybe one day I'll be enough for someone, and that someone is me. You still get lost in translation. In between the lines, no one can read. And you still break yourself in the places you didn't ever think born could be. And maybe someday you'll be enough, not for anyone other than you. Oh, maybe one day you'll be enough for someone, and that someone is you. For someone, and that someone is you. Right. For someone, and that someone is you. For someone, and that someone is you.
It's such a powerful message on self-worth and loving yourself and being enough. You know, why don't we take this opportunity, and Barbara, can you help me out, to celebrate women who are championing, I guess, the UN Women cause for gender equality today, for a sustainable future tomorrow. And these are women from all over the continent right now. Barbara, I think there's a Kenyan, right?
Right. Her name is Charlotte Magai.
What is Charlotte up to?
And she is creating eco-friendly stoves for people to use. And I think hers came from, I think her daughter was in an accident with a fire, like a stove, and she just said, nope. And thus was born this great thing where now she's creating more eco-friendly and sustainable stoves. So yeah, there's a Kenyan. There's also a Ugandan.
Okay, come on,
and her name is Hilda Nakabuye.
Come on, Hilda.
And I remember seeing her on Instagram like 3 years ago when I even myself did not really know that much about climate change. And she was the founder of Fridays for Our Future.
Oh, wow.
Where kids don't go to school on Friday to protest climate change because they are the ones that have to live in the future.
Amazing.
Where all the stuff has happened to the environment and the space that they live in. And a Nigerian who started the same thing in hers is Oladosu Adenike.
We celebrate you.
And she not only started the Fridays for Our Future in Nigeria, but she also has a very active Twitter account where she educates people on all the effects of climate change, answers questions, and is always very informative about what more we can do to help our environment, to better our future. And those women are killing it.
Come on.
Yeah.
So cool.
All of us here
So cool.
celebrate you.
We do.
As in worldwide. You know, like we said earlier, women are the backbone of community, and these women have taken the initiative to change their communities.
Yep.
And I want to celebrate one who has just been changing this internal one here. You know, who's an incredible songwriter, leave alone stage manager. Come on now. And our friend. What an honor. Would you like to introduce the next song?
All right. So first I'd like to introduce, you know, it's International Women's Day. Like, I don't think you, can you remember? Do you remember?
One more time for their mind.
Okay. But one more thing is that it's Barbara's birthday.
Happy birthday, Barbara.
So we're going to sing happy birthday. Because it's her birthday, okay?
All right, and I'm going to dance to your happy birthday song, so make it good.
And this is such a good day to be born. Can you imagine?
It's like everyone is celebrating.
It's in March and it's international.
Anyway,
And you're a
just give me a Holy Ghost key. Just something so spiritual.
Glory.
Okay, we're gonna go straight into the African one. There's no time to, 1, 2. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. May you have many, many more. 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 Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barbara. A yellow flower. A yellow.
I feel so loved.
Barbara is a dear friend of mine, so we had to do that. All right, my name is Nechesa, and the song we're about to sing is a song I wrote called Tulia. And I feel like just maybe historically or just where just our journey as women, we are strivers. We've just had to be strivers. We've had to be hard workers. We've had to be so many things, grit, blood, bones, sweat, tears. Right. The song Tulia is to tell you that start to find joy and gifts in rest. Come on. Like now let's just start to rest. Let's start to have moments where we breathe, inhale, exhale, so that we can see what other versions of life we can live. My friend Vereso, very good musician, said the other day, we need to see who we become when we're resting. I mean, that's just how I hope we end this concert. That at this point, we just see women who are walking into restful spaces, peaceful spaces, and that's just my hope for all of you. All right, let go.
Rising inside me, I feel like I am losing control. This is a fight, I know I'm not winning. It's getting harder just to breathe. Some days I lack the will to rise up. Some days I can't get up to fight. It's hard to see the end from where I'm standing. It takes too much strength and not to give up. There are days my feelings turn against me. They try to cheat me, there's no hope. They make me spend my youth in bed. And fighting battles in my head. Tulia kijana. Masaibu ya dunia yatapita, na wewe kijana, tulia. Na uchungu wa dunia na maovu ya dunia yatapita, na majonzi ya dunia yatapita, na uchungu nayo
Hello, where are we going now after this? I'm like, we're going to sleep. Can you imagine? What is this? How can you leave us like that? Surely. In whose hands are we safe now if they're not yours right now? I would like to thank our partners, UN Women Kenya. Thank you so much. Safaricom. Thank you for being for us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Here we are plugging you, but thank you for being for us. And for the lovely ladies of Bloom Kenya. Come on. Can we strike a pose? Strike a pose for the picture now. Please, band members, can you even come and join us? Come on now. We're not the only ones looking cute. Come forward. Come forward. Come on now. Thank you so.
Beautiful.
Coming cutest. Let's give them a second to come up close. Come closer. Wow. Look at that. Let me represent. Oh Lord, have mercy, mercy, mercy. You know, the lovely ladies are looking gorgeous. Wanna kuita gorgeous. Wanna kuita gorgeous. And I'd like to thank Artville for sound as well, and Splendid Events for the set design, you know, and the production team at InMic. We love you guys. Thank you for putting this together. I'd like to take this privilege and honor to introduce these amazing women that you see before you once again, you know. To my extreme left, this is the lovely lady on the drums, Olive Karmen. What are your handles, madam? Please tell us. Where do we find you?
At Olive Karmen, all social media.
Thank you. I have been sweetly informed that they shall be in the description box, so we'll just go and I'll let you know who everyone is. The lovely lady in brown. Madam Kendi Nkonge Mahal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful singer, wonderful woman, you know. Sikiliang that uzito on the bass.
Mutindi, everywhere.
Lovely lady on the bass. In the emerald green, the one lovely Njoki Karu. Right next to her is the lovely Barbara Wangui. Hello.
Birthday girl.
Fantastic songwriters. Fantastic. Call them for your needs, okay? Plug your friends. These are my friends. Plugging them. Right here. My left hand girl.
Wow.
What's your name?
I'm Ivy Alexander.
Is Alexander your name ama ni ya kujiwekea?
Ask her again. What's your?
Is Alexander your name ama ni ya kujiwekea? Tuambie.
I'm international.
We're so sorry. Internet, not international. Internationally known. All right, Ivy. Shikiliang the guitar. That is our darling Ivy Alexander. To my light.
My name is Mercy. I played the keys today.
Shall we please applause, loud of applause for dear Mercy? Yes, she was holding it down. And to my extreme right.
My name is Nechesa Odima, and I'm just so happy to be alive today.
Oh, cutest, bruh. Wow. And I myself, my name is Lisa Oduor-Noah. Okay. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, all those arrangements.
Music director.
Wanamuita gorgeous.
Everyone was ready. All our socials will be in the description box below. So if you're looking for us, if you want to hear us, find the music on Spotify and any other streaming service. It has been a pleasure to be host for you, to be able to sing for you, to show you who we are in a fraction of a moment. So I hope that you never forget it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Happy International Women's Day. How we get a little slaps, a few snaps in. Look cute doing it. Come on. Come on, Barbara.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm feeling.
You better sing, girl. push that through. Say, hey. Ladies, will you help me say, ain't nobody? Oh, yeah. Here we go, say, ain't nobody loves me better, makes me